What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Joe Hatagwa from Authentic African, and I just spent the last 4 years living in West Africa. If you want to know the difference between Detty December in Ghana and Sierra Leone, which one's better, then this is the video for you. All right. Welcome back to Pan-African Perspectives, where we dive into the real-life experiences of moving to Africa, visiting Africa, investing in African ventures, buying land, all of the above, with the ultimate goal of advancing Africa and restoring its rightful place on the world stage. Happy MLK Day to all of you. And for those of you who care, Inauguration Day in the United States. Our mission on Authentic African is to support independent Africa and empower African people on the continent or in the diaspora. So whether you're currently living in Africa, you've recently migrated, you're a foundational Black American, this live stream is for you. I'm Joe Hatagwa. As I mentioned, I'm your host and the founder of Authentic African. Each week, I'll share experiences from myself and others who have spent time on the continent. For those who are watching, wherever you're watching from, give me a thumbs up so I know you can hear me. Let me know that you can hear me with a thumbs up, and then let me know where you're watching from. I see J Cool SSD saying Ghana. I hear Heinz 8425 is in the building. If you guys can hear me, give me a thumbs up and let me know where you're watching from. There's a bunch of people on here from all different places. People jumping in and out. Okay, I got some thumbs up so people can hear me. Cool. This is not going to be a long live stream, but people were asking me about my experience in Detty December. So I'm more than happy to give you that update. What was it like for me? So many of you guys might know, you might not know, I was in Ghana for Detty December. Shout out to Addy4430 in NYC. Watch, and then J Cool SSD watching live stream from Beijing, China. Okay, Beijing. Shout out to Beijing. Who else has where they're watching from? Okay, Lisa Alston is watching from New York. Yengnes Gambia is watching from Italy. It's Gambian in Italy. Shout out to you. Okay, so as I was saying, Mokanji Film Productions watching from Switzerland. All right, we have many parts of the world represented on today's live stream from across the board. All right, so today we're just going to talk about what my experience was like Detty December in Ghana and in Sierra Leone, and which is better. So we got Nathan watching from South Africa. Chris is also watching from South Africa. Shout out to you guys. So real quick, for everyone's edification, I am Sierra Leonean American, born and raised in the U.S. I do go to Sierra Leone and to Ghana as often as possible. I just came back from there end of the year last year. I spent about a month or so in the whole month of December. And a week, minus a week or so, and then a week into January, a little bit into January. So I was in Sierra Leone for a little over 2 weeks, almost 3 weeks or so. And then I was in Ghana for a little over a week. So we're going to talk a little bit about what my experience was like. And I'd love to hear from you guys as well. So we got Roman Boss, greetings from the United States of America. All right, cool. So let's start with it. Let's get right into it. But before we do, a couple things. Yesterday, we did a live stream about the new announcement about citizenship in Sierra Leone. We did that yesterday. So go back and check that out if you haven't seen that already. Last week, we interviewed Masa. And so you can go check that out, that interview. She's a Sierra Leonean American who now lives in Ghana. So we got a chance to hear from her about her life and her perspective and why she moved to Ghana and what it's been like. So you'll get a chance to hear from her. I think it'll be a good story. Someone who started a business on the continent, if you're interested in hearing that and how she's been making life work for herself. So yeah, a bunch of clips have been going up this week. Make sure you check that out. There's clips from previous live streams. We got clips from Ibrahim Traore. We got clips from Kwame Nkrumah, folks who are Pan-Africanists and who are speaking about past and present, speaking about the advancement of our great continent. Okay, so with that being said, let's get right into it. So I will say the difference between Detty December in Ghana versus Sierra Leone is this. The two countries are very different. So in terms of the people, right? Ghana is a country of 30 million people. Sierra Leone is a country of under 9 million. There are some disputes about the total number. And Ghana is between 30 and 35 million, something like that. So you can just imagine there's a larger group of people in Ghana versus in Sierra Leone. Culturally, Ghanaians are dancers. People like to, do their thing, but Sierra Leone, we turn up a little bit differently. So it's, that's where some of the differences are. In Ghana, you find a lot more people who aren't of Ghanaian descent in Ghana. You found Nigerians. I've seen Sierra Leoneans that I know from the online world in Ghana. Many people I know from Sierra Leone were in Ghana for the whole Detty December activities. Sierra Leone, what's interesting about Sierra Leone is it's our festive season, but there isn't any initiatives from the government like what you have in Ghana with year of return and beyond the return activities. So there are things going on, but most people are just shut down for the end of the year. And so it's a little bit different. But in terms of events, Sierra Leone has a few staple events that they do. And what I see in Ghana is there are many new events each year. Different people are throwing different events in different places. New spots are popping up. And in terms of costs of events, they're right around the same costs. Sierra Leone is a little bit more expensive than it should be for certain events. Like I saw, a New Year's Eve party for over $150 in Sierra Leone, which was crazy. Crazy New Year's Eve party. I would say I couldn't say which one I like better because they have their benefits and negatives to each one. The traffic in both countries is a little bit challenging. And I would say specifically talking about the capital city, right? Freetown and Accra. Traffic in both places is challenging. But overall, though, it's a good time. Like if you are looking to have fun, to have events to go to every single day of the week, that the festive season in West Africa is unrivaled. I mean, I hear Kenya was an amazing time. I had a friend who was in Kenya who enjoyed themselves immensely. But what I liked about being in Ghana at the very least is that they were different. The same place might have different events going on, and then different places you can go to a different place every night. You can go to 3 or 4 different places every night and never go to the same place twice if you're there for 3 weeks. That's how much there is to do. But yeah, it was definitely a good time. Had a lot of fun. And I would say the difference too is like in Ghana, you have Uber, Bolt, you have these ride sharing programs to get around easily. And in Sierra Leone, one of the challenges that I found is getting around and getting transportation. Sierra Leone's a little bit more analog. Ghana's a little bit more automated. So yeah, those are the major differences. I see we got a little bit of a light group today because it is MLK Day. And maybe people are out doing what people do during MLK. I probably should have made this live stream about Martin Luther King, shouldn't I? But people have been asking me about, Detty December, so I went through it. All right. So, I'm not going to spend too much more time on it. I think I just wanted to go live and just make sure you guys all knew that we were live today. Check out some of the live streams that we have going on. I am going to have a very special live stream next week where we will be hearing from the founder of African Stream. Many of you have been asking me about African Stream and what's been going on with them. And the founder will be joining us for a conversation. And I'll be making sure that you guys can hear that conversation with him next week, Monday. So make sure you stay tuned for that. Those of you who miss African Stream, who, you know, wish it was back, well, you're going to hear from the founder what's coming next, what they've been up to since they've been banned from Facebook and Google, because it's been a little bit crazy. And there's been a gap, as you guys have noticed. There's been a gap in the world without their knowledge and information. So we're going to make sure that we bring you the story of the business and what happened, you know, since being shut down, what was going through their minds when it happened, and what their plans are moving forward. So we're going to give you the history of the company and so much more. So I'm looking forward to sharing that story with you. You know what, guys? It is a holiday. I do go live no matter what, but I do need to get off and get back to work. So with that, we're going to call it a live stream, and I will see you guys all on the next video.